For the longest time, AI video has felt kind of like a magic trick. It's impressive for a second, but it's totally unpredictable. You get these short, often bizarre clips that are more of a weird novelty than a real tool. Well, that is all changing, and fast. The technology is taking a massive leap forward, really evolving from a fun little toy into a genuinely powerful creative instrument. We're about to see how we are leaving those random clips in the dust and entering an era of coherent, AI-driven cinematic storytelling.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll dig into the core problem that's been holding AI video back. Then we'll introduce the solution, something called the AI video agent. We're going to explore its skills superpower, which is what makes it all work, and then walk through the entire process, right from a simple text prompt to a fully animated scene. And finally, we'll look at what this new power really means for the future of filmmaking.
Okay, so let's start with the fundamental challenge, right? The big hurdle for most AI video tools has been bridging the gap between just generating a single isolated clip and actually telling a coherent story. That is the leap we're about to talk about. Yeah, the old way was basically a frustrating roll of the dice. You'd get these tiny 4-second clips where a character's face or their clothes would just morph into something else from one frame to the next. It was pure chaos with absolutely zero creative control. The new era, though, it's the complete opposite. It's all built on consistency. We're talking reusable characters, longer scenes of 12 seconds or more, and the kind of director-level control that gives you a predictable, professional output. This shift from randomness to reliability is a total game changer.
So the solution to all that chaos is this new concept, the AI video agent. And the best way to think about it isn't as just a simple clip generator. No, you should think of it as an entire production studio, all orchestrated by AI. So what is an AI video agent, really? Well, it's a system that's designed to handle the entire video creation workflow. And I mean the whole thing. It's not just about making one clip. It's about managing the process from that first spark of an idea all the way to the final rendered scene, all inside one single integrated environment. And that means the agent is taking on tasks that used to require a whole team of people. It handles script and story planning, it does character design, it generates storyboards, and then it moves on to the actual video generation and animation. It can even manage things like music and final assembly. It's truly covering the full production pipeline, start to finish. Now, this new level of control is possible because of a core innovation that completely changes how the AI understands what we're asking it to do.
And that innovation is a feature called skills. Seriously, the best way to think about it is like having a professional film director built right into the AI. So instead of just randomly guessing what pixels to create from a prompt, the AI uses these skills to interpret your creative intent, and that ensures the output is predictable, professional, and consistent every time.
Skills are really the secret sauce here. They are the mechanism that transforms the randomness of the old systems into a predictable, controllable storytelling process. You're not just rolling the dice anymore, you're actually directing the scene. Okay, so let's get practical. Let's actually see how this whole thing works, starting from the very first step, taking a simple idea and turning it into a concrete production plan. So this first phase is all about planning and design. It kicks off with a simple prompt, which the AI then uses to create a super detailed blueprint. And from that blueprint, it designs the core elements like our main character. And it all starts with just plain English. A prompt like this one is all the AI needs to kickstart the entire production. It's descriptive, it clearly states the goal, and you don't need to know any complex code. Simple as that.
But here is where it gets really smart. The agent doesn't just jump right into making images. Nope. First, it thinks like a director. It analyzes that prompt and generates a comprehensive production plan, a blueprint for the entire scene.
And that blueprint is incredibly detailed. It defines the main character as a reusable asset, which is key for consistency. It breaks the story down into scenes, it plants specific shots with specific camera angles like extreme close-up or low angle, and it even outlines the action and timing. It's basically a film script and a storyboard outline, all generated automatically.
Okay, so with the plan set, the agent moves to character design. It generates a detailed character sheet, showing your character from a bunch of different angles. This reference sheet is the absolute key to making sure the character looks identical in every single shot. It solves that classic, frustrating problem of faces and clothes morphing between scenes.
All right, blueprint and character are locked in. Now it's time to bring this project to life. We're going to see how that static plan gets transformed into a dynamic, animated video.
This next phase is all about execution.
The AI is going to generate static storyboard images based on our blueprints. It's going to animate those images into video clips, and then finally, it'll assemble them into a complete, finished scene. So first up, just like in traditional filmmaking, the system generates static storyboard images, and each one of these images perfectly matches our character design and the specific shot descriptions, the camera angles, the action, the setting, everything that was laid out in the blueprint. And then, here's the magic. With just a single command, each one of those storyboarded images is brought to life. They're animated into high-quality video clips, complete with the natural, cinematic camera movements that were specified all the way back in the plan. And the final step is assembly. The AI agent takes all those individual animated clips and automatically sequences them together on a timeline. And what you get isn't just a collection of clips. It's a fully assembled, cohesive, and cinematic scene that actually tells a story.
So when you put all these pieces together, it's pretty clear we're entering a new frontier. This is about more than just a cool new piece of tech. It's about an entirely new way to create.
So the big question is, what does this actually mean for creators? For artists, for storytellers, for you? The key takeaway here is this. AI video is no longer just a generator of random, weird clips. It has evolved into a true filmmaking tool. It gives you full control over the entire creative workflow right from a single prompt. It guarantees character and style consistency across every single shot. And, most importantly, it empowers creators to move beyond randomness and to start crafting compelling, cinematic, visual stories. This is really where creative vision finally meets intelligent execution.